Phil, do
Kenny?
you remember the old days when you guys would come in, but we just launched something with you, get it going, and then you come in and want to know how it's doing, where it was, and you have all this list of questions, and I give you the look of like, piss off because I don't have time to run around trying to figure all this stuff out. How many stores is it in? Well, it's supposed to be in this many, Phil. Kenny, I can't see it all in these stores. Phil, get your people, go and find out which stores it's in. Remember all those conversations where to get data on something just listed or just running, everything just took forever to get an answer. Everything.
And it was frustrating. All of it was frustrating because I'd be frustrated at you because you couldn't get me the answers I want. You'd be frustrated because you didn't understand why I just didn't throw more resources at this. But either way, neither of us ever got the answers that we ever wanted.
Exactly. Tons of paperwork, took forever. And by the time we got the data, who cared anyway? Well, you know what, Mr. Chang? Those days are over. Field Agent just launched Marketplace. You want to know what it is, Phil? Because I know you're dying to ask me. It's a self-serve platform where brands of any size can launch tasks on demand.
Okay. So I can test packaging, pricing. I check promotions to see if they're set up correctly.
Buddy, all of it. And super quick. You can do it within minutes. And you can target by location, demographics. You can get photos, feedback, and the data is in one easy peasy, easy to read dashboard. Super, super easy. Best part, no minimums, no setup fees. You pay for the data you collect, and that's it.
Perfect for small brands that we talk to all the time, sales team, marketers, anyone who needs quick, real-world insights. I like
True data now. Not in a week, not in a month. If you're so inclined on a Friday afternoon like we are now, and you wanted to probably start it tomorrow or Sunday, guess what? You can do it. None of this 15-year delay, and before you know it, the world's turned over 3 times. Incredible.
If you're interested, check it out at www.fieldagentcanada.com/marketplace.
Hey, welcome to This Commerce Life, an unscripted podcast that focuses on the stories behind small and independent Canadian retail and Canadian CPG.
What we try and do is deliver or pull out the story of our guests and give them to you. You know, the good, the bad, the ugly of retail and CPG in Canada. We're filling a need because we think that retail is hard on the best of days, but it's also a wonderful, wonderful place to grow up and make your living.
We also think that the industry, nor the people that inadvertently find themselves in the industry, really understand the industry at all. They don't really understand what goes on behind the scenes.
So listen to us, Phil and Kenny. We'll unravel it for you. We'll give you the story. We'll give you the story behind the story.
Morning.
Morning, Kenny.
How are you, man?
Good. How you doing?
I'm okay.
How are you? Long time no see.
Yeah, let me open it up so you can see both. Yeah, long time no see. It's been since the spring, right?
I know. Yeah. What is new, man? What is new?
What's going on in the kitchen, as they say?
Yeah, I guess a lot. Yeah, we just been it's our first year in the new space. So we've really had a chance to grow into it, which has been nice.
Nice.
Spread our wings a bit. The last place it was 500 square feet, including the bathroom. So
the whole place?
Yeah.
Jesus Christ, that's pretty intimate. You got to really,
yeah. So now we're in just over 2,000.
Well, that's quite the
wow.
The jump.
All right.
Yeah. It came with a bit of an investment and some equipment and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
So it was a big step, but it was also really necessary. We
500 square feet, buddy, and 500 square feet, people can barely pack, packages and never mind produce shit.
Yeah.
That's
and we had we had 2 walk-in or 2 reach-ins and some deep freezes and stuff. And Adrian's very affectionately named them all after Lost characters, so we can refer to them via text and email. And yeah, we basically could fit just over a pallet between everything.
And that you had to work it. You have to really figure out, how things are going to go in, right? Wow.
That must be a bit nerve-wracking though. 500 square feet to 2,000, the amount of cash, the things it's kind of woohoo, I got 4 times the space, but
4 times the cost,
shit, right?
It wasn't quite 4 times, which is nice. But because we moved municipalities. And
so where are you? Right? Where were you? You were in Victoria, and you moved to
Saanich.
It's that okay.
Keating.
Okay. Okay. Sorry, like 4
Uphill.
times the space, but not necessarily 4 times the cost.
Yeah, just because like just the nature of we had like semi-retail storefronts downtown. Now we're in an industrial park, and the guys next to us sell hot tubs. So it's like I wouldn't call it glamorous, but we have parking and a
You don't
loading
need glamour.
bay.
You know what you need? You need space to do
Oh, you
work.
need space. Yeah,
You
you
need a
need
clean space. You need a
yeah,
space that's
yeah.
conducive to doing just good, clean business, right?
Totally. And Adrian and I spent all last winter building it out, pouring epoxy floors, cutting concrete, plumbing, electrical. Yeah, it's like a little dream kitchen. It's pretty awesome. We got a
That's awesome.
walk-in now,
That's nice. That's a big deal. How big's your walk-in?
10 by 10.
That's a nice size, right? Like you can walk, you can wheel a pallet in.
Yeah. Yeah.
Imagine that,
We
right?
can
You don't have
fit
to
4 or 5
unpack it and try to
pallets.
find a nook and a cranny in a freezer, right?
Yeah. Well, we're still packing it though. Like
Yeah.
it was a good year, like, but we ended up moving into multi-packs. And kind of to answer your question before, Phil, it was nerve-wracking, but I ran the numbers, and so we were able to invest in some equipment that allowed us to make ice cream from a base versus purchase the bars like we were previously.
Yeah.
And we talked about that a bit, Kenny.
Yeah.
And the cost saving per unit from when we moving into the space was the
Yeah.
entirety of the first year of rent.
That's a
So
big deal, buddy.
yeah, so if we didn't sell a single more bar as we did in 2024, we would
Right.
be able to afford rent based on just
Right.
the savings per unit,
Right.
right? So it was like pretty safe,
Yeah.
aside from the fact that we took on some debt, and that
But
is
the
what
math worked. It didn't matter. The math works. The math works.
math works, right? So it was like,
Right.
we're not going to sell the same. So it was like, we're going to grow
No.
as we do every year, at least a
Yeah.
little.
Yeah.
Right.
A lot.
That's fantastic.
A lot. Yeah.
That's actually nicer too that you can kind of control it right top to bottom.
Yeah.
It's a little nicer
Yeah.
feeling if you can.
Yeah,
A little
I
more,
think
lot more work.
something to
Let's
be
do an
excited
intro.
about versus scared, right?
Sure.
We'll let's do an intro and then we'll jump back into this. So we've got Sam Vermeulen. Is that right?
Vermeulen.
Vermeulen. Got it. So we've got Sam
That's a
Vermeulen.
football player name if I've ever heard it.
And he and his partner Adrian run Hazel's Ice Cream. And we've talked about Hazel's before on the show. And then
Usually when we're hungry.
yeah, usually when we're hungry. And then actually what happened was actually we met in the spring and we had a great time together at a couple of shows. And then we invited them on and then promptly forgot about each other. And then I was out on the island with the family and we ran into your bars and I think we surprised them because I bought like 4 or 5 bars. And they were like, what the, and the kids were all over this ice. So I shot Sam a note and we got Sam on. So Sam's with us today. I'm gonna shut up in just a second. This is your podcast. Next 45 minutes, tell us about you and Hazel's and Adrian and partnership. We got into a little bit about you growing and expanding. People kind of need to know about the ice cream. It's freaking
Love to know why ice cream more than anything. Not for anything because Phil and I joke about this all the time, but frozen is already a very difficult angle. And ice cream is, there's a seasonal, like you decided to go into a part that's got complication on complication on complication, right? Which is very interesting, but
Yeah.
light her up, baby.
Yeah. I guess I'll start out with like a friend of mine, Andrea Grant, who you guys might have met. She's quite involved. She actually said something once, and it didn't resonate with me at first, but then I started thinking about it a lot. And she said that she had heard a quote said once that the reason why there are barriers for people to succeed is because they keep people out. And I thought at first like that seemed kind of harsh, but when like you were saying, all these complications and all these things that come into ice cream, it's it's provided a lot of opportunity for us while also being incredibly challenging. Right. And it's not something that like I was just like, this is my dream. Like I'm gonna build a national ice cream company. Like I love that that's kind of where we're headed. But when we first started, it was just gonna be an ice cream cart. Like it was this fun thing that my dad and I wanted to do together. And we wanted ice cream because we loved what it brought to people. and could bring, for us to be involved with that. And my dad had always romanticized an ice cream shop. And it was COVID at the time. So we kind of thought that might not be the best idea. And we ended up moving into the bars, which allowed us to have a little bit more ownership over what we did, which was great versus just buying tubs of Island Farms. And so, yeah, I don't know. It's funny, Kenny, because I talk about that a lot. I'm like, man, I just wish, like, you guys had Viggy on here and he's got hot sauce, right? Or not hot sauce.
Yeah.
And I'm just like, oh man, you can just ship it. You can just like send it to anyone,
Yeah.
and I'm just like so jealous of that.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's just what it is now. It's just kind of come as time has gone on.
Right.
And then obviously Adrian came in a few years ago and has truly changed things for the better. He's a workhorse. He's incredibly good at writing reports and maintaining consistency, and has brought a lot of character as well. He's got a good sense of humor. So I don't know. Yeah, we
But
just
why ice cream though, Sam? Like, why not? If you wanted a cart, why not just lemonade? Why not just do a hot dogs? You could have picked something so much easier. Why ice cream?
well, because so it was the original my dad's dream of
Was
an
it
ice cream
ice
shop.
cream?
Yeah, specifically ice cream.
Really?
He loved like the old man sitting at the piano, playing music with a gumball machine in the corner, sort of thing.
That's fantastic.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. I follow that. I think that's kind of cool.
Wow.
So it kind of boiled down from that. Like it's kind of iterated on itself over time.
Right. Hmm.
Wow. Okay. Okay. So ice cream cart, you start during COVID? Do you start during COVID? Okay.
Pretty much. Yeah, we were
Okay.
chatting about it through 2020 when everything got dicey, and then launched. First day on the road was April 15th, 2021. So it was something for families to do, right? Like it was a landing
Yeah.
spot. We were on Dallas Road. People could
Right.
do something and get out of their house and come for ice cream. And we didn't have the physical location, so the government couldn't tell us when we were open or closed. We were actually, kind of outside of that.
Right.
And
Right.
and we were really celebrated like in the community. Like the news came down. We had some really good influencers coming out. Like it was a bit of a good news story.
Right. And it's hard too. Like it's hard because Ontario's COVID was very different than our COVID in BC. Like
Oh, extremely.
we were
Yeah.
getting haircuts by May or June of 2020. These guys couldn't get haircuts till late that year. Do you know what I mean? So like
That example, I
we
just
were
I
able to
can't.
do a little bit more, a little easier.
But you can't relate to that.
Yeah, yeah. I was like, you could pick any other example, but my wife shaves my head, but I'm just being me.
But
No,
yeah,
but
it's the
but
same problem.
but so
Same issue.
when we talk about like eating out, for example, during COVID, we didn't eat out until I think it was like late 2021.
Oh wow.
Yeah,
It was
like
way
everything
different
was
than our.
closed.
It was
Like
way different than
literally,
ours.
like it got to the point where I didn't understand what Kenny didn't understand, and he didn't. So I remember filming in a Costco and going in there and like showing all the categories that were closed off, that you couldn't get to at all. And he was like, "What the fuck is going on over there?" I'm like,
We didn't have that.
"Yeah, it's extraordinarily
Yeah.
different.
No.
Yeah, like extraordinarily different."
Not
So
that it's easy to like even like
yeah,
I
yeah.
still not for anything, but
Anyway,
even in
those times have
2021
passed.
we still weren't too sure where things were
Yeah,
going, and you guys still decided to start a business. I mean, at least it's kind of cool, right? Because ice cream, you get out. Ice cream definitively is one of those happy moments. You get the family,
yeah,
and
100%.
if you're outside on a cart, at least we have the air. It's
Yeah,
BC. We got
yeah,
room. It's all cool.
yeah.
But still, it's kind of ballsy too. It's a funny time to start a business. Like, we've got so many people that have been on the started business in 2020, 2021. You're thinking, like, people, like, really?
Yeah. Yeah, I
That was
think
what you came up with?
it was it's like one of those, like, we have stumbled upon all these amazing things that have worked out in the long run, and I think a lot of it is obviously due to like our gumption and grit to make it work, and then also
Right.
just like things that have been set in motion from the beginning that just worked out really well, like the fact that we had to move into bars because of the cart and because of everything like that. It actually was like a market gap. So it was like there's no bars in Victoria, and we were like, well, let's do that because there's sandwiches but not bars.
Right.
And then as we brought it to market and as we've like taken on distributors and talked to retailers, they're like, oh, there's nothing like this. right? So it was this really happenstance thing that came to be. And like even when we charged, like we were like, well, let's just do $5. Because that's just kind of what makes sense. You know, we don't have to
Right.
have change down there. We can just charge $5. And that's kind of tracked. Like the $4.99 has been our price point like to this date for our singles. And so it's like these things that kind of happened at the beginning have ended up being exactly what we are now. And it's like I had no foresight or anything like that to make those calls, right?
Was your dad what did your I met your dad when we were at BC Food and Bev that time, right? I
Yeah.
think doing the thing. Was your dad a business person? Was your dad in business? Like
Yeah. Yeah.
even to pick $5, I mean, even for margin perspective, most would, if it cost you two, a lot would go to three because we can't charge five. And
Yeah.
you're thinking, well, you have to charge five because you need to make money. That's kind of
Yeah, well, so my dad was a successful business owner, and I guess is if you consider Hazel successful, um, and he's been really good about like kind of being like a place to check in, and he's really helped
right.
in the early years. He helped a lot like physically, like running the cart a little bit, but like him and I, each put in 10 grand when we started this company, and that's how we got started.
Right.
I've kind of handled things mostly when it comes to like negotiations and margins and accounting and bookkeeping. But the $5 thing, I think, was a decision that we made based on like the quality of it. Also the just kind of like where it fit. It wasn't necessarily like we knew we'd make money on it. Like I think our
Right.
cost at the time was like $1.90 when we first started.
You guys had this. I guess that's my point is that you were actually thinking.
Yeah.
It's like you've been in this long enough, and I'm sure you've talked to people now too. It's amazing how many people just jump in without necessarily an understanding of why the spread needs to be there, right?
Totally. Yeah. Yeah. I think a lot of it came, I'm a data person. So I always really loved that. But we never planned to wholesale, let alone distribute. Um,
Right.
so that spread that you're talking about has carried really nicely.
Critical.
Yeah. It's totally critical. Like if we had charged whatever we did when we first started, let's say we
Yeah.
did $3, like you said, we would have never been able to do this.
But you wouldn't be around,
No.
right?
So
Or you would have to endure a million price increases to get $5 or $6. Sam, what did you do before then? Like what year? So you're sitting very analytical. Are you an accountant?
no, no, by no means. I've learned all my financial kind of practice, at least within a business sense, through Hazel's. But I have a Bachelor of Science in Geography from UVic.
Also, it's almost like ice cream. Oh my God, it's like
Yeah, totally.
it's
It
good.
actually connects nicely. So I
Yeah, I can
finished.
see the fit. That's why. Wow. Oh, that makes sense. I see it. It just lines up perfectly.
Oh, totally. Yeah, and it gets even weirder. So Adrian has a degree in creative writing.
Okay.
Yeah, ice
That's
cream.
marketing. I can follow that one.
Yeah. And so we both went off after school. We've been friends for over 15 years.
Yeah.
And so I ended up working on farms for a long time. So I was working in Vancouver with food and working with kids, and Adrian was working in film, so as a production assistant.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, cool.
And then we ended up kind of both moving back to the island within a reasonable period of time of each other. And then I ended up working on a flower farm, and he ended up working in Nanaimo a little bit, and then came down and ended up actually working on the farm as well. So my data side came from somewhere in the middle of that. I did an internship studying food systems in Ecuador. That was part of my degree. So that was a bit more
Okay.
parallel. But so
Interesting.
that kind of was like part of my food world, food science, sustainable agriculture and all those things. Went in, started running a flower farm with Adrian, and me and him actually ended up starting a nonprofit while we were at that farm. So it kind of boils down and it connects really nicely. So me and him are running this farm, we're growing flowers, we're looking at the fields, projecting numbers, filling wholesale orders, all this stuff. And when we start this nonprofit together, where we're taking the blooms that would typically be composted at the wholesaler and taking it to hospitals and to care homes and mental health facilities and doing all these things. So we're
Nice.
providing something for people to incorporate into their day and to make
Right.
it brighter. And COVID killed that in about 3 weeks because we were more of a hindrance than we were something to celebrate. So when that closed down, I kind of had this itch of, growing flowers and not having that kind of bucket filled. And so I think why I ended up pursuing ice cream is because I love how much it is a way for people to celebrate their day and a way for people to have memories and core memories and time with their families. And honestly, flowers are really similar. So we talk.
Okay, it's
Dave and I
almost the
talked about
same
this a
really in
lot.
a lot of ways. They both make you smile.
Yeah.
You gotta like ice cream, which I don't know many
They're
people.
not flowers are not easy to transport either. So
Totally.
it's not as difficult probably as ice cream, but different
You know what?
complexities
He
for
picked two
sure.
of them. I mean, honestly, neither are easy. I
Yeah.
mean, that's
Yeah.
fine.
Yeah.
Clearly, there's no easy path with this gentleman, so it really
No,
doesn't matter.
no, just love. That's why I lost all my hair.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just the
Yeah.
stress. But yeah, it's just like I think I just love being. Well, we both love making something that people love.
Right.
And so it's like at the end of the day, when all these numbers and these logistics and all these things happen, or they're stressing us out, we have those kind of customers to ground us, and it's great.
Um, but you guys started and you were thinking about tubs of ice cream, right? Like being able to scoop and things like that. So how, because I think it's a neat thing, like listening to you talk about data, you like how did you move from tubs to bars? Like what was, can you talk about that a little bit? Because I think that's for entrepreneurs iteration, but looking for market insight to try
But
and
it's a,
figure
but it's a
out what's
definitive, it's a
important.
definitive different
Yeah.
play. And that's what I
Mhm.
think that's a good question because I like the fact that you can
Yeah.
tell people that it's all ice cream. It doesn't matter what it's in a sense, but
Yeah.
there's pluses and minuses, right?
Well, I think the scoop would have been a really good short term, or like it would have been a totally different, version of
Right.
success. So a scoop shop would have been like high seasonality, high margin, right? Because you make a ton scooping ice cream.
Yeah.
And it would have been like a shop or two, right? And I think it would have been a good living. And I think we would have done, great. I mean, who knows? It's a different path, but
Hmm.
the making the decision to do the bars has less of that retail, like physical retail location appeal. We had a bit of a retail shop in our last store, but it just doesn't have the same emotional kind of connection when you going out for a scoop. Like I go out for a scoop once, you know.
Well, something about going for a scoop and having someone scoop it and
Yeah,
you pick your cone, like it's got all that, you'll get your flavors. It's
exactly.
different, right?
Yeah.
But
So it
there's
would have
nothing
been
like the ease of an ice cream bar too, right?
yeah. But I think just being like having a little bit of ownership over the bar and the decisions we made around the coatings and stuff
Right.
really, allowed us to do something a little bit different and to have a bit of ownership over a brand, which has been a really interesting thing. And then now, diving further into the product and making the ice cream and then working with, centers and inclusions and fillings and all these things has just like deepened my relationship with our business. And I know Adrian feels the same. So I think it's the connection to your product, like owning a scoop shop's great. You would have kind of the connection to, either the space or your customers or the day to day, but the product itself is quite,
Yeah.
static. So we have the ability to have something that's a little bit more our own, control, and then also a longer term play because we don't have that high margin retail. We have that lower margin kind of spread across an entire network of stores.
No, I kind of like it. The portability is kind of cool on it, much easier
Yeah.
than scoopable ice cream, right? All of it. It's just
Well,
there's
you're
a
not,
lot of easier in it.
I mean, so I look at, if I just use Victoria as an example, like, down the one street, there's probably 8 scooped ice cream shops on the same street, right? Within, kind of 3, 4 blocks of each other, right? So if you're an ice cream person, you're like, this is awesome, but I'm only eating one scoop of ice cream when I'm there, right? So, you know, like having bars allows you to be all these really interesting places without having to be landlocked into, like I'm sure when cruise ships come through there, it's a great living, right? But
Yeah.
then
It's Victoria's tourism season. It's awesome. Like all summer, you got people moving
it's
around.
short, right? Like, but it's short, and
Tight
then
season.
you know,
It's a
do you
tight
shut
season.
down? Do you like,
Yeah.
or
And also, it
Sam's,
wasn't an option
you
during
know,
COVID, right?
yeah,
Because
yeah,
the
yeah,
cruise ships
correct,
weren't coming.
correct.
So
Yeah.
it's like we had to make something that locals would love.
Yeah,
And the locals are the people who keep our
Yeah.
lights on. Like we couldn't be more thankful for the people who live in Victoria. We actually don't cater to cruise ship traffic at all. We've tried.
Right. Yeah.
Um,
You're an everyday purchase. You're not a touristy type thing, obviously,
yeah, exactly.
and found in like normal stores as well as whatever.
Yeah, if it doesn't have like a beaver on it, it's pretty hard to rope in an American tourist. So
Beaver, bear, maple syrup,
Moose.
yeah,
A
some kind
moose.
of red and white. Yeah,
Yeah.
What's
Yeah.
it?
Or it says on it, and then
yeah, totally. Ice cream, eh?
yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so bars,
Yeah.
and then you have cool flavors, but you have unusual flavors, right? Like none of them are. I mean, creamsicle might be, but even
Creamsicle's
your,
old school.
like so plug not because Sam asked me to do it, but because I love it. But the orange creamsicle is wow.
That's so
It's actually
old
called an
school. I
orange
love
float.
that.
It's not a creamsicle. It's called
Yeah, we
orange
legally
float.
can't call it a creamsicle.
Oh, sorry.
Right.
So yeah, so an orange float
Just like censor.
resembles something from our childhood that you might have had, but this one's infinitely better. But yeah, really interesting. And then you've got cookies and cream. And the other one that I thought I wouldn't love, but coffee toffee, I think might be my favorite.
Yeah, that's our flagship. It's a big one.
Okay. Okay.
So then I gravitate to coffee immediately.
Yeah.
Immediately.
Yeah, scoop shops, anything. I'm coffee.
Yeah, I'm coffee or chocolate. Like I don't need all this other bullshit. I can do vanilla, but I don't
So
want some nonsense
so
going
when
on.
when we bought your ice cream the first time,
Coffee,
we bought
chocolate.
actually two of each.
Oh,
So they were looking at like, and my wife doesn't eat ice cream, so there's four of us, and the you can see the person at the till going, "There's four of them in 6 bars," and like it's fine. And then
no,
because
we've done that.
yeah, so I wanted because I wanted them to try, but I was like, I want you to try all three flavors, but I also don't want to get shorted. I want to actually eat. So originally I proposed eight, and then everyone, that's unreasonable, right? I'm like, all right, I'm just saying, like,
In the middle.
yeah.
Yeah.
So
Well, we have three rules when we make our bars. Is you have to taste it when you hear it. So you hear the name and you know exactly what it tastes like. We don't
yeah,
want to, make people wonder or go, oh, that I wonder what that would be like. It's like,
yeah,
no, coffee toffee. And then it has to remind you of something that already exists. So it has to like be reminiscent of either an ice cream flavor or a dessert or something that you've had before or think you could have had. And then scalable is kind of the least
Right.
of the three. But yeah, so we have like a cinnamon crunch. We had a cinnamon bun and now we're crunching it, so it's cinnamon crunch. And we have like a chocolate brownie we're launching next year. It's exactly that. It's a chocolate bar with real brownie in it. It is real good. Yeah. So that's a little sneak peek at our new inclusion line. So we're launching ice cream now that has stuff in it, and it's unreal.
hey, bring it on, bring it
No,
on.
it's very cool. Hey,
I
why are
don't know
you?
if that applies to Kenny because last time we were on a podcast and one of the owners or one of the guys on the podcast, he has a cousin or something that owns an ice cream shop, and Kenny was like strawberry vanilla chocolate, and I was like, what are you talking about? Like, can you handle it, Kenny? If there's stuff in it, or
Listen, don't make a mess of things, okay?
Sam, I
Don't,
got
don't
you.
make a
I'll
We
eat
got
double
some
the
for everybody.
portion.
That's what you don't have to have that one.
keep it
Coffee
tight.
Toffee's here to stay.
Keep it tight.
Yeah.
I'll
For
eat
me, I don't like
double
it.
the
I don't like when they
portion.
go all these variations all over the freaking place. Just keep it tight. It's
Yeah.
nice.
You're the customer that comes up and goes, "Do you have one without all the shit on
That's
it?"
me.
Yeah, we get that a lot.
100%. 100%. Like I don't
He's
want all
gonna
this
be
bullshit
the
going on. I don't want
he's
these
gonna be
stupid
the
flavors of
7-year-old that when the parents scraping all the crap off it.
Yeah,
That'll be
totally.
me. I'll be like, Kenny,
the
here.
see like the orange float I could do. Why? That's that's what we had when we were little.
Totally.
Yeah,
And that would have been the fun flavor, right? Otherwise, just an old school, Revel or an old school fudgesicle, like all popsicle type brand stuff. That's
yeah.
what we had. We didn't have the variety, but we loved bar, and I loved things on a stick.
Hmm.
Like it's such a great way to eat ice cream. It's so stupid. I mean, I could scoop all day, but I love sticks.
Yeah. Yeah, we get a
It's
lot of
just good.
jokes. People
And I
go,
don't know what
"What's
it
the
is. Maybe just
surprise?"
because it pulls you back in time. I don't know what the hell it is, but it's just such a great way to eat ice cream.
Yeah. I kind of want to make one with the two, you know? Yeah.
Love them.
2 would be
Old
pretty
school
epic,
popsicle, like
actually.
crack them on the table, share.
Yeah,
Well, I
yeah,
don't like
break
sharing too much, but that's a
or
different
not
story.
share.
Yeah.
Wow, that's no, that's well, maybe could you do a combo flavor with 2 sticks?
I don't know
Is
if we
it?
could do that now.
The problem
Yeah,
is it's hard to break too. Like the popsicles had the two because it was ice, right? It's
yeah, yeah, yeah,
different,
yeah,
easier
yeah.
to snap. I mean, with shells and things like that,
I
it's
think
a
that
tough
2
one
sticks would
to.
just be cool, but I'd probably eat the whole thing. I don't think I would share.
It'd be
I'm not going
novelty.
to share. That's why
Yeah.
would you do that?
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
so overrated to share your popsicles or your ice cream bars. So
Yeah. Just
overrated.
get two.
That's it. Seriously.
Do you have a favorite flavor? Like, is there one that you come back to every time?
Myself?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'd say it was coffee toffee for a long time. Just because I'm not like an intensely sweet person.
Okay.
Adrian's got the sweet palate, so he tests all the fun stuff.
Right.
But the chocolate brownie is probably mine right now. Our new base that we're using, like the ice cream, is phenomenal. And I used to always just eat the blanks. Like I just was like, this is
Yeah.
great. And then now the brownie, because it's just like a fudgesicle bar with
Mhm.
real gluten-free brownie inside of it. So it's like you get the chunks and the bites, and yeah, I don't know. It's just good. And it's
Mm.
like a fancy fudgesicle, right? We always wanted to
Yeah,
just
that
do a
sounds really
fudgesicle,
cool.
but like you can't compete with
Right.
like a fudgesicle, which is like
Yeah.
85 cents or whatever.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
we're like, let's just put some stuff in it. Let's make it
Yeah.
fun.
And
So
so, yeah, go
go
ahead,
ahead,
Ken.
bro. No, go, because I'm going to go.
No,
No, go.
I guess I'm curious, like, because you alluded to it at the beginning, but you are making all your own bars now, right? Because at one point you had said you were
You
buying
were
the bars.
co-packing, right? Or you had a
Yeah.
co-pack.
We had somebody who made the blanks.
Okay.
So we did the dips.
Okay.
Right.
Got it.
And yeah, it was good to when we started. Like it was perfect. You know, it was a good
That's what you needed.
price. It was
Yeah.
a good bar.
Yeah.
And we didn't have the space. Like I said, 500 square
Right.
feet, we couldn't have made anything in there.
I think that's the first time when I met you guys. I think that, or I think your dad was it you and your dad pitching at the, and
Yeah.
I think that was one of the things that concerned me was I thought conceptually very cool. Your dad was very charming. It was all nice, but it was one of those things thinking, wow, co-packing ice cream seems because it's milk and because it's frozen. There's so many complications. Like you're thinking the cogs would just run away from you, right? Because it's one of those ones that you don't have to do vertically integrated on anything if you don't want to. You can co-pack all day or
Yeah.
have a co-packer. But it seemed to be one of those categories you're thinking, geez, this is a tough one to have someone else. You know what I mean? Because it's already the componentry is already expensive. Nothing's,
Yeah.
and then to add someone else's labor, I thought, wow, I don't know how these guys are going to do it. Then you try it and you figure, okay, well, clearly because it actually tastes pretty good, which is most of the kicker.
Yeah. I think and the bars were a good price. Like I think we paid less than $1 for the blank vanilla bar.
That's really good,
Yeah, it
I would
is.
think.
And I remember, oh man, I remember being in the car and being like, it was before we had started Hazel's. You know, and like that, I always the fun period of when you start your own business. It's
Yeah.
like I always talk about it as like it's pure. You know, it's nobody else's. It's me and my
Right.
dad's. Nobody has heard about it. Nobody's bought it. It's
Right.
just this like lovely thing that you're
Yeah.
drinking. And we were like, we need a blank ice cream bar. And I remember I called Transcold, who has now become a really good partner of ours. And I remember being like, hey, I really need just like a vanilla ice cream bar. Like, do you guys have something like that? And he goes, well, I don't think so, but like, let me look into it. And I was driving home from the farm that I was working at where Adrian was actually my assistant manager at the time. And I would go into the back 40. I hope my boss isn't watching this. And I would call like equipment companies all over the lower mainland sourcing
Yeah.
freezers and everything while I was picking flowers, right? And I'd have my headphones in. And was driving home from that job, and I remember I get a call from this guy, and he goes, "Hey, I have this blank vanilla ice cream bar that we have in stock. It's 85 cents, and we can deliver you, 108 per case up to whatever you want." And I remember like yelling, like, "Scott, this is exactly what we need!" And I was like, "This is like, if we didn't
Yeah.
have that, we wouldn't be here, you know." And
That's
Wow.
amazing.
it was like, oh man, those wins you have. It was just, yeah. I don't know what we would have done if that didn't happen. We wouldn't have done bars.
And then it's a whole, it's, yeah, it's hard because you can't go back and look forward, but then what do? You're gonna scoop. I mean, I like the bar idea.
Yeah.
I do, and I like it. I think for a lot of it, the convenience aspect. It's a lot easier to walk around with a bar than other things, right? And I'm also one of those ones that if I go to an outside scoop ice cream, I don't usually do cone.
Oh
Doesn't
yeah.
matter where I am, whether I'm in Europe, here, whatever. I like tubs. I like ice cream. I don't want I don't want the other shit all over my ice
Give
cream.
me the goods,
I
man.
don't want I don't want this bread. I just want my ice cream.
Yeah, I
I,
don't need your
I
fancy
get it
cookies.
in a cup because I'm the kid that licks it and it falls off the cone.
Well, and it falls
That's
down
me.
and it's messy. I
Yeah,
love
yeah,
love,
yeah.
and that's
Upsetting.
why I think bars have always been so attractive. So you keep the wrapper around the stick
That's
so
the
it doesn't
move.
get on your hands, and a bar is like super clean to eat, right? It's just a great way to eat ice cream.
Yeah. Yeah, I love them, and like and it's different, like we on the shelf or something new, and it's just like, and the toppings, it's all visual, it's not hidden
Everything, it's
inside.
all about it, right? You can see the whole thing. It doesn't get hidden inside. It's just such a great way to eat.
And even our packaging highlighted that. We have the see-through window on our
Yeah.
packaging so people can see the bar that we make because it's handmade. Like we've dipped hundreds of thousands of these things, and Adrian's done most of that. And it's all by hand individually.
That's a lot too.
And
Wow.
you're still doing this by hand. Like you just got more space to do it in now.
I think it's kind of cool though. I kind of like that idea too. Not for anything.
I love it.
You know,
Yeah.
I'd rather
Listen,
not
I
have
love it, but this
quantity
means
and
that it
hang on
takes
to it.
longer to get out here to Toronto. That's the problem, right? So it means every time I come out west, I got to figure out how to like put
Yeah,
more, squirrel them away in Kenny's freezer so he can't find them.
that's
So
fine. We've got lots of room. We've got two freezers in the garage, so we'll light them
There
up.
you go. Well, hey Phil, we're officially booked for CHFA East.
I'll be
That's
there.
awesome.
Yeah, we've got our distributor is has everything organized. We're
Okay.
we're all ready to ship, and we're coming to
Okay.
CHFA East and sell our
That's
hearts.
Okay.
awesome. So Melissa and John do your
Okay.
distribution, like Transcool does. They're good people.
They're good people.
They're
They've
good
been really
people.
good to us. And like we work with
And
a
they
few
get ice cream.
people.
John's been in ice cream for a trillion years. Well, so's Melissa, really, but
Yeah, yeah.
the
Yeah.
old man's been in it for a long time.
Yeah.
That's
I ended up
fantastic.
I ended up talking to him actually. We almost did packs or tubs a few years ago. And I called Bendix, which is he runs kind of that side of things. And I talked to him on the phone. And I didn't know who he was, right? He just picked up the phone and we were just chatting ice cream. I was like, yeah, we'd like to do cookies and cream. And he's like, oh, I got a pretty good recipe for that. And I was just like, oh, well, thanks, John, and hung up. And then I ended up talking to Melissa a bit. She goes, oh, yeah, that's my dad.
It's dad.
Yeah. I was like, that's awesome.
Yeah.
Fantastic.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
So
amazing.
I'm looking at the map, right, of places you are. Why are you not in Ferrero's? Why are you not in Kootenai Co-op? Why are you not with Peter? We gotta get
In
some cookie distribution there.
in Coonies, yeah, we tried to get Nestor's, uh, and then what's the other one? The other Pattison.
In the Kootenays?
Yeah, is it Nestor's?
Well, Nestor's has some stores. Nature's Fair has clearly stores.
Yeah,
That's all
maybe
Madison now.
Nature's Fair. I always mix those two up. And then, but we're in Urban Fair in Kelowna. But that's about it.
Should be in some of the independents. Like I saw, like Ferrero's would be perfect for you because the brothers love
Yep.
BC and local stuff, right? Kootenai would be great. Peter would take you in a heartbeat.
Yeah.
So
Painters took us on this year, which has been pretty cool.
okay, that's kind of cool too.
Yeah. Yeah. Because I used to go there with my grandma when we were little. So I remember Adrian was just like, hey, this guy's from this like painting fruit market came by. And I was like, painters? Like they're like royalty. Yeah, like,
That's pretty
so,
cool.
yeah.
Yeah.
That's
She's
pretty
cool.
cool.
She's very cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
she is.
Yeah,
So
Oh,
we should.
that's awesome, man.
Kenny, you gotta hook him up.
Yeah, no, seriously,
Yeah, hook him up with Danny
yeah,
and David.
it's such it's you're, yeah. I mean, I mean, honestly, because I mean, if we didn't want to try to be animals, but the last CHFA show, I think we went by a couple times. The first day, I tried not to bug you guys because I was hoping you'd hand it out to people, and I thought, screw this. I don't care if people try this or not. It's about me, and I want my ice cream bars. So really, I don't really care if anybody gets this or not. As long as I get mine, I'm happy. It
we got a coffee toffee with your name on it at this point.
was so good.
Yeah.
It's such
So
yeah, such a good
you're
product.
coming to CHFA. So are you looking for East distribution then?
No, Transcold's going to be managing that for us.
Okay.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, but sorry, I should rephrase. You're looking for retailers in
Retail.
East now.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So
And
Longos, if you're
Longos
listening,
runs so
Longos,
Pitter
Healthy
Patter.
Planet could do it.
You're like perfect for this.
Yeah.
They
Yeah.
are perfect for you. You are perfect for them. Get on
Shout
that.
out Longos.
Yeah,
Yeah.
You know
seriously.
what? Yeah, I
I
mean,
won't
so
I won't say who, but somebody from Longos actually listens to this show. So if you're listening, you know I'm talking about you. Fucking
yeah.
get this shit into the store. Like I want this
Come by
stuff.
Incubator Alley. We've got ice cream for you.
Yeah,
But
yeah,
even who you have, who does John and Melissa not know?
yeah,
Oh,
yeah,
totally.
Right?
yeah,
Seriously?
yeah, yeah.
I mean,
I
it's
think that's the beauty. You were said like why ice cream, challenges, distribution thing. But it's like wildfire once you're in and you have a good name. Like if people know
yeah.
you and they like you and
Yep.
your ice cream, it's a small world. And Melissa and I
But you
talked
also
about that a
pick the
lot.
right people.
Yeah.
John's been in ice cream for a long, long time.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Like Transcold is kind of ice cream. Like it's not like they don't know ice cream,
Yeah.
right? It's the perfect group, right?
Yeah.
But I don't know,
No,
your distribution actually does look pretty good, except for a few holes in the Kootenays. I don't know why everybody skips the Kootenays. My poor people in the Kootenays just don't get the love.
I don't know. Some of them are good.
yeah.
And then you got Kenny, right? So,
We'll get you. Yeah. And actually a huge shout out to our first distributor too is the Ice Cream Depot in Alberta.
Oh, awesome.
They took us on a few years ago, and Melissa and John have been fantastic. But we wouldn't be here without Ice Cream Depot.
That's awesome.
I remember I was like, what, I kind of want to see what Alberta would be like. And I remember calling them, and this is before we had a distributor or anything. We were just in a few stores. And I just was like, hey, we're an ice cream manufacturer from BC. Would you be interested in trying out our products? Here, I thought they were an ice cream store, but they were actually a distributor. And the lady goes, well, here, I'll put you through to our buyer, who's Michael Tracy, who's now become a really great partner. And he was like, I've been literally looking for a Canadian novelty all morning, and now you call. And we ended up flying out there. Actually, like long story short,
yeah.
we packed a Yeti freezer. We put it in the freezer overnight, put ice cream in it, ice packs, closed it, put it in a box, and checked it on a flight to Edmonton to meet with our distributor, the Ice Cream Depot, for the first time.
And it made it?
And it made it.
Jesus
Yeah,
Christ.
that's a Yeti commercial if you've
What's a
ever heard
Yeti?
of
You can do that? I've never
I didn't
thought
know you
about
could
that.
do
I've
that.
never even thought about carrying frozen things on a plane, actually.
Yeah. Well, I mean, you wouldn't because it's scary.
Well, yeah. I mean, I guess at
I
altitude,
don't know what you get on the other
it's
side.
cold.
Right?
You're in the hold. It's cold up there, but still, like that's wow.
Yeah. And then when we got there, it was like January, so we just put it in the back of the truck and
Yeah.
January in Alberta? Come on,
Yeah.
seriously.
Keep the heater off,
Yeah.
freeze your butt all the way there. It's all good. Yeah.
yeah,
Wow.
and we pitched them, and they took us on, and we launched, and we went to our first trade show in Vancouver that year, and yeah, so Ice Cream Depot really gave us a shot. There's always people who give you a chance at key moments in your career, and they were one of them. And Transcold
Sometimes
as
it
well.
just it's serendipity. Like you just kind of right place, right time. Like just the stars and the moons just all kind of line up, right? It helps if you have a good product, clearly, but
Yeah. And there's a lot of things that come along with that, being like we always said, the only thing that we ever want to be is great to work with. And that's taken us really far,
That's awesome.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Wow. Okay, East retailers, pay attention. Hazel's is coming. That poor store manager. I have a Longo's down the street from me. He hates it, right? Because that's all I do is I ask for things I want, and then it makes him crazy, right? And then he's like, "Stop asking, just come ask me." And I'm like, "No, if I ask you, you'll ignore me. So if I ask everybody else in the store, it makes it feel like 50 people are asking, even though it's just me asking." So
just put on fake mustaches and go.
That's right.
Oh, good, man.
Yeah.
Are you guys going to be looking for are you using brokers in the East then? Like, how are you going to manage this, Sam? Because clearly you're on the island. I mean, the island's already far enough from the Lower Mainland. Never mind, Ontario. Like, are you gonna? How does that work?
Yeah, so we've gotten this far without brokers. Like I said, I'm pretty good with like the numbers and sales management side.
Perfect.
So it's something that we've been able to maintain. And ice cream's a bit different. Like our distribution really goes into those meetings and pitches products every year. So they're face to face with a lot of these retailers because ice cream distributors kind of hold category.
Yeah.
So when you're distributed through somebody, it's almost like you have that kind of introduction already.
You're in a sense, right? You've got your odds are like huge. You don't need anybody else. I mean, really and truly, the whole trick really is the movement of the product.
Totally.
because it is frozen. It's different. And when they go in with 3 or 4 brands and complimentary, and you can do like they can do the whole ice cream program for you as a retailer, that's a dream,
Exactly.
right?
Yeah.
That's just a
So,
dream.
Melissa will just, take us to, let's say, like this year she was really great. She had a meeting with Country Grocer. She said, "Hey, there's this new brand. You should give them a try." And they were like, "Sounds good." And Country Grocer's been a fantastic banner for
They're
us.
good. They're good peeps too.
They are.
Plus, they're island peeps. They should help you out.
Who
Totally.
says no
But
to
yeah,
Melissa, honestly? Like, Melissa says, you should try this. Who says, no, I'm good, right? Like, everyone goes, yeah, okay, you got it, Melissa. Yeah,
Also,
Melissa said I should try
because
it. I
they've
should
done it
try it.
so
Like,
long, like you kind of just
yeah.
know if they say to do it, clearly it's got good odds. I mean, anything can fail, we get it, but you're good. You're placing a pretty solid bet,
yeah. And I think
right?
that's the biggest compliment we get, when they take a chance on us or they're willing to help us grow or, match a discount or something like that. Like it's
Whatever, right?
through, um, act of faith or.
No, good peeps, good thing, good all good in the hood.
But yeah,
Wow.
managing the East, this is a great question. I got to sit down with a few friends of mine who are from the West shipping East and
Yeah.
just chat with them about
Yeah.
management. We've looked into, Hive merchandising as like a
Yeah.
project-based launch. I've thought about, just calling and checking in, doing 1 or 2 trips there a year to make sure I got boots on the ground.
You could probably do it on your own, and because
Yeah.
you're this distributor and the others they have, it is a very hands-on commodity. It's
Yeah.
not like ambient goods, like the frozen side. Like they will go in, they will fill coolers, they will talk. It's different,
Yeah.
right? So again, you may be able to do it. It's just working really hard with their reps
Yeah.
to really get it going and do what you're
There's,
doing. You're focusing on a bunch of key stores.
Yeah.
Don't wander all over the place. Keep it tight.
and
Totally.
there's seasonal pushes for this product too. So it's not like, like
100%.
come beginning of the season, the summer season, you're gonna push. So like when you interact with retailers might allow you just to show up, you know, um, when that planogram starts to come together, right? So
Exactly. And that's why I think this show will be such a different flavor because usually we're in the spring when category's been arranged in
Right.
Vancouver.
yeah.
Uh, and so you're pitching a
Hmm.
lot of independents who can just be like, we'll put an order now, like just
Yeah,
ship.
tomorrow morning. I'm already ordering anyway. I'll just add it to the list, right?
Totally.
As
Or
opposed to
versus all
planning
the
for a
big guys
season.
who are trying to slot you in, or like you can hear the gears turning and they're trying to make it work because their category is already set. Versus now in the fall when we're going to be pitching everybody during review. And so it's like, I think we're going to have a really good shot at some larger banners because we're catching them
You're
while they're
catching it at a great time. I mean, I'm not worried about this category. It's not going to be a reset probably till May or June. So you've got time on your side. And if you go in, and because again, you're dealing with people who understand retail, because they've been wholesaling to retail for a million years, get your program set up, what's your spend going to look like? Because
Yeah.
thank God you're a numbers person and you understand it. You can start planning ahead.
Yeah,
And it's all good in the hood.
totally.
All good in
And
the
it's
hood.
like
That's awesome.
it's my favorite thing. And actually this year we're doing our first seasonal. So you talk about seasonal products.
What are you doing?
Uh,
Can you
doing
tell
a
us?
peppermint candy cane in a box.
Oh, I like that.
Yeah.
Christmas. Love it.
Yeah. It
Okay.
was a game changer. We did pre-books. We've
Yeah.
like already sold, we've sold 4 pallets. They're going out to our distributors or
Isn't
retailers.
pre-book just lovely?
Yeah.
Isn't
Oh,
it
don't
wonderful?
even. Yeah.
And they don't get
Yeah.
used as hard as they should, eh? Like there's people, I mean,
I mean,
people clearly do
you've got
pre-books,
to,
but
like, clearly you know how to do it, right? Like, because there is a way to do a pre-book so it's successful as well. But
but
Yeah.
when they work, oh my God,
yeah,
your numbers are sort of baked in, you're forecasting. Like life is just a lovely thing then.
Yeah. Talk about like, I was saying that like that moment, like the aha moment driving home from the farm. It was like I was talking to a grocery manager and I was like, how do like the Easter stuff work? And he goes, well, it's a pre-book. And I
Pre-book.
was like, what's that? And
a
just we had a
pre
great
what?
chat. And I
Yeah,
just yeah.
yeah,
You
Um
buy way ahead, you have it baked in, you know what your space, because for a store even, I know what I need. I know I need 20 feet, 40 feet, 80 feet, whatever. It's all done. Like I've
done.
got a plan.
And the distributor only will take on what they've pre-sold.
So
And I was like, yeah, no problem. And then, and then also it's a huge touch point. So let's say we sold $20,000 worth of stuff. I'm going to call every single one of those stores just before the first box goes out and say, hey, do you need anything else?
absolutely.
Right. So that 20 turns into 30.
Yeah.
and that's November. That's pre-booked. That's on the
I
it's
love it.
I can't even
Love
tell
it.
you how much that changes our winter.
Yeah.
It was just
Yeah.
magic. So
It just makes life so much easier. It's just lovely.
yeah, it was really good, and we're hopefully going to do more. And it's a great way to test the water with flavors too, right?
100%.
So
Well, you'll get a feel like if everybody is thinking, ugh, and nobody orders, but you haven't done anything yet. You might have committed to packaging. Hopefully, well, you probably have, but I mean, whatever. It's just packaging. Then it's not. You know what I mean? You can actually stop things
yeah,
and think, oh, okay, well, clearly this ain't going to work very well.
yeah, and then
Or
but
you
then
know
you can
that, holy
also
shit, man, let's pump it up.
totally
That's good. Right on, man. That's really good.
yeah, I'm
How
stoked.
many SKUs in total do you have right now?
Um, including singles, so across two formats, we've got 8.
Cool. And single
Um,
bars, if I go into like if I'm going into a store, like my favorite retailer in the Lower Mainland. So who would I go to in the Lower Mainland? I guess I can go to Choices, I'm assuming, or I guess like the Independence City Ave, all that kind of cool things. I can do that. What am I paying for a bar versus a box or
so our bars are in more select accounts just because of the merchandising
yeah,
hurdles. So places like Urban Fare,
yeah.
a few
And then
IGAs.
the little cooler.
Yeah, or we have
Yes.
racks for them too.
Okay.
But yeah, they're 4.99.
Okay.
And then usually we promo to 3.99 a few times a year. And then the multi-packs range for in a box of 3 from 9.99 to 11.99.
So it's nice value.
Yeah.
Nice value.
Yeah, so still
Yeah.
premium.
$10, 3 bars, totally in line with the big guys whose
Yeah.
ice cream is good, but not that good. Sorry to say, the big guys, but they
Yeah,
don't.
but it's
They
like
don't
tried
care.
and true, right? So we're batting against some pretty big brands.
That's okay. They let them. They got their space. They do their thing.
Totally. Yeah.
Whatever.
Their box is 4 times wider than it needs to be.
Yeah,
So
exactly. You get it home. You shake it out. There's nothing in there. You're like, okay, really,
yeah.
guys? Come on.
Yeah. And we
Phil
don't
knows I'm going to pick
exclude
on
our
the big
bars
guys. I don't
too.
really care.
So
Whatever.
yeah.
Support the little guys. Come on, people. That's awesome, bud.
That's
Yeah.
awesome.
Really good.
We are
Very cool.
excited. I'm glad.
Yeah,
I'm glad we
very
got
cool.
this
Glad we
done.
finally got to do this one.
And then I'm excited. Somebody pick this up in the east. Everybody pick this up in the east, so I can buy it out of
I
a
don't think this is
store.
going to be a hard one
Please.
I don't think it's going to
Yes.
be a hard one to move to the
This
east, to be
one's
honest.
easy. Just got to
Yeah.
try it. Come to the booth and try
You
it.
need Healthy Planet to walk by. Longos would be nice
Yes.
to walk. Goodness me,
Yes.
walking by. Like you just need a couple of
Yes.
those really good independents,
Yeah.
Nature's Emporium or something.
Yeah.
The
Farm
majors,
Boy
whatever.
and Cortino.
Farm Boy would be awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm really stoked. It's like cautiously optimistic. But it to say we're national is just gonna like that ice cream cart idea is just gonna
Right.
I don't know.
Gonna
It's
blow up.
yeah,
Yeah.
it's
All of a
just crazy.
sudden,
It's crazy.
yeah.
And then we need Peter.
Yeah.
Peter's Yig. Peter listens to this periodically. Come on, Peter.
Yes.
Get going.
Peter.
We need Cooney Co-op, Dirk. Come on. David Ferreros. Let's go. Pitter patter.
My grandma lives in the Kootenai. She's begging for our ice cream.
No, seriously. Come on.
Yeah.
Where's she in the Coonies?
She is oh no, she's Kelowna. It's another some of my family's in Nelson.
Okay, well, Nelson, Cooney Co-op can do it. Ferreros can do it.
Yep.
They're in Trail.
Yep.
Peter's in Kelowna. He's
Yeah.
the Capri. Come on.
We've got some
Up
people
top,
in
guys.
Kimberley. You can get our bars in Kimberley, which is cool. So East Kootenays.
Oh, really?
Yeah, Peter might
Okay.
know that. You know, Pilaus could do it in Creston then.
Yeah. Pete and Creston could do it too.
Yeah,
I love
Pilaus
Or
could do
no,
it.
Brian Pilo.
I could do it.
Brian Pilo. Yeah.
Oh, yeah, there you go.
Yeah.
There's 4 listings for you, we hope. Free, just for you, because we like you.
Sam at hazelicecream.ca. There you go.
There you go. There you go. Sam, thanks for doing this. We really
That's awesome,
appreciate
Sam.
it.
Thank you very much.
And thank you
Appreciate
for
it.
making amazing ice cream.
Yeah.
Keep doing
Yeah,
it.
anytime. Yeah, I really appreciate you guys taking a second too.
Oh my God, our pleasure.
Yeah, Phil, will you be at the show in in the East?
Yeah, I'll be there. I'll be there.
Cool.
I'll come by. I will find you. I'll find the ice cream.
Yeah.
For sure.
Kenny, you think you're gonna fly out, or are you sticking around the West this year?
I'm
No,
staying home. I'm going to do a sports card show
Oh,
downtown.
cool.
3-day event, and I really want to do it, so I'm excited.
Yeah, good for you.
It's
Yeah,
awesome. Thanks, Sam.
Sam, have a good day. Phil, you stick around. Sam, you go enjoy it. Go make some ice cream.
I'm on it. Okay, see ya.
Take care,
Yeah.
buddy. You know, honestly, they actually make a really good product. Like,
Listen, I'm not kidding. So if
I
if
really
there are
like
any
their
retailers
product.
listening to this on the
I'm
East
telling you,
Coast,
man, it's
like,
actually a really good
get
product.
this ice cream.
Yeah,
It is
it's really
very
good.
good. Like, it is very, very
Yeah.
good. Like, it is.
We had the chocolate toffee. That was at the show, right?
We had the toffee, and then we had the orange.
I don't think I tried the orange. I think I
Yeah,
must have
I
had,
tried the
I don't want to
orange.
say how many I've had. I think I might have had maybe two.
The only one I haven't had the cookies and cream, but I had the
I'm not a
orange
big cookies and
float.
cream fan anyway, so I'd skip
I
that
had the
one. I'm like,
orange
what?
float, and then I had the coffee toffee. I think they had another flavor there that I don't remember, but yeah, I've tried a bunch of them, and they're really
I don't
good.
think I tried the orange float. That would have been interesting because I was never I didn't like those flavors when I was growing up, but I'd eat them because I
Yeah.
always liked the old school. I just like the sort of the Revel. I had nuts on it, no issue. Love that, like crunch and
Yeah,
soft and
yeah, yeah,
you know what? Now I feel like ice cream.
yeah. Me too.
You can have ice cream before 10 o'clock in the morning, right?
Yeah, you can.
Yeah,
Why not? It's milk. It's like having
it's like cereal.
yeah, whatever. Yeah, yeah.
Look at
Anyway,
that.
thanks for listening.
Thanks for listening, everybody.